How you doing everybody? Hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'll be listing my favorite women from DC Comics. This listing is solely based on my opinion and is not listed in terms of favoritism. If you have your own list, please feel free to comment about them in the comment section and I'll pick up some stories regarding those characters. Just for future notice, I'll release a similar video about Marvel Comics when Black Widow releases. Now that that's out of the way, let's continue on with the video. In number 1, we have Wonder Woman, created by William Moulton Marston and Harry George Peter in January of 1942. She was created as a clay figure by Hippolyta, Queen of the Amazons. In 2011, DC did a revamp on her during their New 52 run. She is now a biological daughter of Hippolyta and Zeus, the king of the gods. She is one of the founding members of the Justice League and a member of DC's Big Three, which includes Superman and Batman, also known as the Trinity. As a fan of Greek mythology, I'm a big fan of Wonder Woman, mainly because she is the gateway that writers use to introduce readers to their version of Greek mythology. She is a strong character not just physically, but mentally as well. Being immortal, she has spent most of her life watching those she cared about die. The stories of Wonder Woman that I like the most is that of her origin when she first enters the world of men, the same reason I like isekai animes, as it allows us to interpret the world through an outsider's point of view. And in number 2 is Black Canary. The Black Canary I'm looking at is Diana Laurel Lance, daughter of Diana Drake Lance, the first Black Canary, created by Dennis O'Neil and Dick Dillon in November of 1969. She is mostly seen being partnered with Green Arrow, with whom she is often in a relationship with. She is a metahuman with the power of creating sonic attacks with a scream. She is also a master of many different martial arts. She is known as one of the most skilled in the world. What I like most about her is that by looking at her you won't be able to tell she is very cunning and strategic, and that she would blow up your head with a scream. She's even led the Justice League at a time. For me, the best times I like seeing her is when she is investigating or when she's helping Green Arrow to solve a case. Her best depiction of me is from the animated show Young Justice, and not the comics. If you haven't seen it yet, then you're missing out. In number 3, we have Satana. Satana Zatara was created by Gardner Fox and Murphy Anderson in November of 1964. She is the daughter of the magician Giovanni John Zatara and one of the most powerful magicians in the world. She casts her spell by saying what she wants to happen backwards. She is one of the core members of the Justice League Dark, a faction of the Justice League that specializes in magic-related incidents. What makes her one of the most favorite characters is that she knows how powerful she is, but she doesn't let it go to her head, and she could do anything, but instead she works as a magician in a circus. And in number 4, we have Mera, created by Jack Miller and Nick Cardy in September of 1963, wife to Aquaman and Queen of Atlantis. Originally from Zebel, she has the power to manipulate water to her whims. She was first sent as an assassin to kill Aquaman, but they ended up being married. She is also a member of the Justice League. Though being the wife of Aquaman, she stands on her own and has her own reputation that is respected and feared throughout Atlantis. What gets her on this list is how morally and emotionally strong she is seen when she chooses to spare Aquaman, even if it meant betraying her people. She even stayed with him when he was banished from Atlantis and even took over Atlantis in its time of need. Over the years, she has transitioned from a supporting character to having comic books with her as the main character. Coming around number 5 is Talia Ghul, created by Dennis O'Neil and Bob Brown in May of 1971, daughter of DC's oldest humans, Ra's al Ghul, aka the Demon's Head, aka leader of the League of Assassins. One of Batman's most famous lovers and the mother of the most recent Robin, Damian Wayne. Trained from an early age, Talia is a master of hand-to-hand combat. Many describe her as being a cold-hearted and manipulative person, but it is these qualities and her understanding of the human nature that draws me to her. In a way, I, like many, have become mesmerized by her. Another reason I put her on this list is that I cannot predict what her motives or plans are when she's involved in a story. Like the previously mentioned character, Talia has come a long way from being a prize that her father could give away to anyone he thought worthy to sometimes being the leader of the League of Assassins. And in number 6, we have Catwoman, created by Bill Finger and Bob Kane in March of 1914. Selina Kyle was created to be a love interest to Batman, but on the wrong side of the law. In some stories, she is an anti-hero where she helps Batman fight crime. Aside from helping Batman, she has been a part of the Birds of Prey, the Outsiders, Gotham City Sirens, and sometimes even the Justice League. She has also been a part of the secret society of supervillains, also known as the Legion of Doom. What gets her on this list is that, like the previously mentioned characters, she has progressed from a supporting character to being the main character or pivotal character in many stories. And on number 7 is Lady Shiva, created by Dennis O'Neil and Rick Estrada in December of 1975. Sandra Woosan is one of DC's greatest martial artists and once mentored the Question. She is also the mother of Cassandra Cain, who at a time took up the mantle of Batgirl. Lady Shiva is described by many as a living weapon as she knows almost all forms of martial arts on Earth, including some that have been lost to time. She is similar to Talia Ghul as she is very dangerous, but if I were to rank them, Lady Shiva would be on top. Though she is an excellent martial artist, what gets her on this list is her drive to succeed, and there is always new heights one can achieve, as seen when she left the League of Assassins when she believed that Ra's al Ghul had become complacent. And in number 8 is Poison Ivy, created by Robert Kanigher and Sheldon Moldoff in June of 1966. Dr. Pamela Lillian Isley is an eco-terrorist that is a member of Batman's Rogue Gallery. Once a botanist under Jason Woodrue until an incident gave her powers over nature and changed her personality. Mostly being portrayed as a villain, her main focus is to protect the plant life of Earth and going to any extremes to do it. What gets her on this list is a drive to protect the plant life that is being destroyed by human activities, and her willingness to give up everything to see her goals fulfilled. That would be all for this video. Please like and subscribe for more content and comment down below on what videos you'd like to see me do next. Couldn't catch me, I'll be moving fast. Call me a shooting star.